Today at Holy Week at Home, and all day today, we're remembering a really special day. It's Maundy Thursday, and we remember Jesus' Last Supper with his friends. And so I invite you, if you're following along at home, to take your wooden person, or whatever person you're using, and set them out, as well as I invite you to draw or otherwise create a loaf of bread and a cup to place on the table. Draw it on the box, which will be your table, or if you're feeling creative, you can use modeling clay, anything you'd like, or construction paper, to put on the box, which will represent the table that Jesus shared with his friends, so we can remember their Last Supper together. And we had been reading from a version of the Bible called The Message. And today I want to share with you a story from the Children of God Storybook Bible by Desmond Tutu. Jesus wanted to celebrate Passover and share a meal with his disciples so he could say goodbye. By that time, many people looked up to Jesus as a great leader. This made many of the priests and the Roman rulers very jealous. Jesus knew that they wanted to arrest him and that his life was in danger. Jesus knew it was about time for him to return to his Father. And I imagine Jesus said to them, This is my Last Supper with you. And I imagine them being surprised and saying, What do you mean? Why? Because soon I will die. But why? His disciples wondered. And Jesus explained that he had to die. And the disciples said, But what will we do without you? And I imagine Jesus said, You'll go on with the work that we began. You will speak of God's love and tell the stories. And remember me. And that's when, as they sat around the table, Jesus picked up a loaf of bread. After thanking God, Jesus broke the bread and passed a piece to each of them. This is my body, he said. Then he took the cup of wine. Again he thanked God and passed it around to his friends. This is my blood, he said. I am pouring it out for you. Whenever you break bread and drink wine like this, remember me. And remember that someday God's dream of everyone caring and sharing, loving and laughing, will come true. And I wonder if any of those words sounded familiar. How do we remember Jesus' last meal with his friends in church? And tonight, I invite you to join us in remembering Jesus' last meal at home. We are going to put out the resources to have an agape meal, which means a love meal. And we'll remember Jesus' last meal with his friends in your homes, together in your household. And then we'll come together at 6:30 to discuss what that experience was like together. That'll be on a Zoom call. And finally, at 7 o'clock, we're going to remember this story by reading a short play from The Man Born to be King by Dorothy Sayers, also on that Zoom call. So all that information you'll find here on Facebook, and I hope you'll join us and remember with us this last meal that Jesus shared with his friends.